Welcome to Luxury Motorhome, your home for honest, engaging, and easy-to-understand car reviews and comparisons. From the latest new car launches and electric vehicles to budget-friendly options and in-depth comparisons, we bring you the insights you need before you buy. If you love cars, tech, and staying ahead of the trends, you're in the right place. Imagine a camper van that promises the freedom of van life without the jaw-dropping price tag. The brand-new 2026 Dacia Dokker camper is making waves in Europe, and it might just shake up how we think about affordable motorhomes worldwide. With a design that feels smarter than its price, surprising features tucked into every corner, and a reputation for value that challenges even bigger RV brands, this little van is turning heads. But is it really the budget-friendly game changer it claims to be, or just clever marketing? Stick around, because the answer may surprise you. The 2026 Dacia Dokker camper isn't just another van. It's a bold move from a brand known for delivering practicality at a price that undercuts the competition. Dacia, long celebrated in Europe for no-nonsense vehicles that deliver value above all else, is now aiming at a bigger dream: the booming camper and affordable motorhome market. Why does this matter? Because at a time when RVs and campers are skyrocketing in price, Dacia is offering a fresh promise: mobility, comfort, and freedom at a fraction of the cost. But does this compact motorhome truly deliver on that promise? Or are there compromises hiding under the surface? In just a moment, we'll break down its design, features, and performance to see if the Dokker camper is really the budget-friendly revolution it claims to be. From the outside, the 2026 Dacia Dokker camper doesn't scream luxury. But that's the point. Its boxy yet modern silhouette isn't trying to compete with flashy RVs. Instead, it focuses on practicality. The tall roofline, wide sliding doors, and clever use of space immediately tell you this van is built for function first. Yet look closer and you'll notice subtle upgrades: sharper headlights, a refreshed grille, and a stance that feels more confident than past Dacia models. It's understated, but with intent. Step inside and the real story begins. The cabin has been reimagined for flexibility. Fold flat seats transform into a surprisingly comfortable sleeping setup, while hidden compartments make smart use of every inch. A compact kitchenette unit slides neatly into place, complete with a gas burner and small fridge, features usually reserved for far more expensive campers. Add in the swiveling front seats and modular storage bins, and suddenly this modest van feels like a pocket-sized motorhome designed for adventure. But what about performance? Here's where things get interesting. Under the hood, the Dokker camper is expected to offer a mix of efficient petrol and diesel engines, tuned for reliability over raw speed. It won't win drag races, but that's not its mission. With fuel efficiency hovering around an impressive figure for its class, this van aims to take you further on less. And paired with surprisingly nimble suspension setup, the Dokker is more agile on city streets than most of its larger camper rivals. Perfect for urban adventurers who don't want the bulk of a massive RV. Tech hasn't been ignored either. A new infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto comes standard, while higher trims introduce driver assist features like lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control. Not groundbreaking compared to high-end SUVs, but for a budget-friendly camper, it's a leap forward. And it raises an important question: how much are you willing to compromise on luxury when the essentials are done this well? Of course, no car is perfect. The Dokker camper's compact size means storage is limited compared to full-size motorhomes. Taller travelers may find the sleeping arrangement a bit cramped. And while the build quality has improved, some interior plastics still feel a little cheap. These trade-offs remind us that affordability always comes with a balancing act. Yet, here's the kicker. Early whispers suggest pricing that could undercut many traditional camper vans by thousands of dollars. That alone could make it one of the most disruptive entries in the motorhome space in years. But is the low price enough to outweigh its limitations? And how does it stack up when we put it side by side with other budget-friendly campers on the market? Stick around, because what comes next might change how you look at this little van. And here's where everything comes together. On paper, the 2026 Dacia Dokker camper looked like a budget-friendly dream. But what happens when it hits the road? The answer is more surprising than anyone expected. Push it onto the highway, and despite its compact engine lineup, the Dokker cruises with confidence. It's not quick off the line, but once at speed, it holds steady, quiet, and composed. The suspension, often a weak point in budget vehicles, soaks up bumps with a calmness that feels far above its price range. Around corners, it doesn't wobble like a bulky RV. Instead, it feels light, maneuverable, almost playful. Suddenly, you realize this isn't just an affordable camper. It's a van that makes everyday driving feel effortless. Inside, the transformation is even more striking. Testers found that the faux flatbed, while compact, offered more comfort than expected. The kitchenette, though minimal, handled a quick meal without fuss. And the clever storage? It made the cramped footprint feel twice its size. These small but crucial wins create a turning point, because this is where the Dokker stops being just a cheap alternative and starts proving it can genuinely compete with pricier campers. Of course, the surprises don't stop there. The biggest shock comes with the price reveal. Early indicators suggest the Dokker camper could cost nearly half of what mainstream RV brands charge for similar setups. That single number flips the entire conversation. Suddenly, its minor flaws, hard plastics, limited space, modest power, fade into the background when stacked against the value proposition. And that's the moment where expectations are shattered. Because what began as a curiosity, an affordable van from a value-focused brand, now feels like a serious disruptor in the camper market. But does affordability truly outweigh its compromises? Or will those limitations matter more in the long run? That's the question we need to answer in the final verdict. So, what's the final word on the 2026 Dacia Dokker camper? After breaking it down from every angle, one thing is clear. This isn't just another budget van. It's a statement. Dacia has taken the core promise of van life, freedom, mobility, and simplicity, and stripped away the unnecessary price tag that's kept so many people locked out of the camper market. The pros are obvious. Clever space design, respectable comfort for its size, practical everyday drivability, and a price point that undercuts most competitors by thousands. For students, young couples, or adventurous travelers who want to dip into van life without mortgaging their future, this little motorhome delivers big. But let's be honest about the cons too. It's not built for tall families or those craving full-on RV luxury. Interior plastics remind you it's still a Dacia, and the engine lineup prioritizes efficiency over thrills. If you expect cutting-edge performance or premium materials, this isn't your match. Here in the U.S. market, where campers and RVs are often oversized and overpriced, the Dokker camper feels almost revolutionary. It hints at a possible future where smaller, smarter, more affordable mobile homes gain traction, especially as younger buyers lean toward minimalism and experiences over possessions. If Dacia or brands inspired by it can break into America, this little van could be the spark that shifts the market. At the end of the day, the Dokker camper isn't perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It's accessible, functional, and disruptive in all the right ways. And that leaves us with one big question. Are we looking at the future of affordable van life, or just a bold experiment? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest breakdowns of the newest cars shaping our roads. And tell us in the comments, would you choose the Dokker camper for your next adventure, or hold out for something bigger?